It's time. It's time!
There's a guy on Twitter, I guess named Joe Cronin.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. You suck Joe Cronin's dick, fucking faggot. And or some various version of that.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Don't forget to like, comment, and body slam that subscribe button.
This is the epic voice guy, and I can honestly say, Joe Cronin is god awful, that is. You guys seriously listen to this guy? And now it's time for The Joe Cronin Show.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone.
Hey, what's up? What's up, you bastards? How you doing today? What's up, wrestling fans? What's up, non-wrestling fans? In case you found this show for some bizarre reason. I don't know why that would happen. Oh, man, the debate's going to happen tonight. I think the debate is going to happen tonight on whether Smackdown or Raw was better. I think there's going to be a fight. I could be wrong, but I think there's going to be a fight. All right, so SmackDown just ended. We're getting ready for Money in the Bank. That was the go-home show, which is it's never a good sign when it's a go-home show. I feel like the go-home shows are always like... I just feel like WWE is so bad at writing stuff at this point, right? They're just so terrible at making storylines and coming up with stories and things like that, that they really don't have a lot of steam. They basically, over the course of 4 weeks, tell you one or like one and a half decent stories of the whole thing. And therefore, the go-home show is like the limping to the finish line show, you know what I mean? Like you already find out like what's going to happen, so now it's just not exciting anymore, I guess. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know if that's because I'm jaded completely or if it's because it's that bad. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to step aside from that and forget about that and try to maybe just say that I'm jaded, and that's my fault for feeling that way. And look at this show as an individual show itself and keep it that way. So that being said, I will tell you guys right off the bat, it seems like based on what I'm seeing on Twitter, it seems like people are disagreeing with me on something. Now, what I will say off the bat here is, number one, the worst parts of Raw were way worse than SmackDown tonight. I will say that. The worst parts of Raw were worse than anything that happened tonight. I believe that. However, I thought Raw had the better match of either show. I thought the opening women's match on Raw the other night was the best thing that happened. I thought that was the most exciting thing. I did not like SmackDown tonight. Now, I didn't fall asleep during SmackDown. What's up to Brian? What's up to Andre Davis? Nintendo won E3. Yeah, I heard Nintendo dropped a bombshell today. Nintendo dropped a bombshell today. We'll talk about that later on our coverage of E3. Jake DeMarco I don't know what he did to his foot, but apparently he heard a pop in his foot. I think he's just trying to copy me to get sympathy, the fuck. But he said he stood on his foot and he heard a pop and he crawled to whatever and he limped to the hospital. I don't know. So apparently Jake DeMarco's foot is broken from I don't know what. Now, I heard a pop on my foot, but I was running to first base, and I'm still sore today. But today I did some kicks. I was able to do some kicks just now in the kitchen, which I was able to stand on the foot and kick pretty fast. So that's giving me encouragement to my 4-week-old ankle injury that's finally seemingly starting to be coming out to the finish line phase here. But it looks like Jake DeMarco hurt his. And I'm guessing it may be the same sort of situation as me. But I don't know. So broken Jake. So hopefully Jake's okay. Danny310, you can certainly troll, bro. Guys, tonight, we're going to need your help. We're gonna need some fire, man. I got no Jake DeMarco here. We're gonna need the fucking donations, man. You're gonna have to ask questions. You're gonna have to bring your opinions. You're gonna have to go nuts. I'm getting Skype working as we speak, so we can take phone calls in a minute. But it's doing this fucking update that's gonna take like 10 minutes. So Twitch alerts down below for Streamlabs if you want to donate tonight, and or super chat in the chat, and we'll answer all the questions that way, and we'll get the alerts and all that bullshit. Hey, look, my daughter's My Little Pony toothpaste stuff. Oh, that's cool. Why is that here? I don't know. So here's the deal. Yeah, so I really think that the worst parts of Raw were certainly much worse than SmackDown. But I put up a Twitter poll just a few minutes ago just to catch the vibe on things. And I think that because SmackDown didn't put people into a coma tonight, I think people picked SmackDown for that reason. I thought Raw was better. Like, maybe not as a full show, I guess, but it's like, I don't know. See, last night I gave Raw a 4 out of 10. And the reason why I gave it a 4 out of 10 was because the women's match was so good at the beginning, and the men's main event was okay, and something else made me laugh, I think. I mean, it's certainly a piece of shit show last night. Raw was horrible. Like, in like the worst parts of Raw, maybe it shouldn't have been a 4. Maybe it should have been a 3. It was so bad, dude. I fell asleep, for God's sake. It was so fucking terrible. I did not fall asleep during SmackDown. So maybe I don't know, maybe SmackDown was better overall. Maybe SmackDown was just like fucking boring and not very good, but at least it was like in the middle, like cruising along. Whereas Raw had a couple really good moments and then had a ton of shit, ton of crap, a ton of like sleepy, like I fell asleep. I don't know. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe what I should say is, although Raw had what I think was the better match of the two shows, the flow of SmackDown at least was better than Raw. Because Raw felt like it was up and down and zigzag. SmackDown felt like it was just kind of like going across the line. So maybe SmackDown wins by average. I don't know. But you guys obviously, right now at least, according to my Twitter poll on @RealCronin, 73% SmackDown. So clearly I must be some kind of discombobulated fuck, as far as these things go. But hey, it happens. I'm pretty shocked about it, though. I'm really pretty shocked about it. What's up, No Death? How you doing, bro? I mean, if I had to watch these SmackDowns and Raws, I'm going to watch Money in the Bank. Anybody that says they're not watching Money in the Bank, I mean, Jesus, how could you watch these and then not watch Money in the Bank? I mean, if anything, don't watch these at all and then watch the pay-per-view. Because you don't need to watch SmackDown. I mean, at this point, that's the thing, is you just know you don't have to watch these week-to-week shows are just almost pointless. They're just fucking terrible. Some of the WWE salaries came out the other day, or not salaries, but contracts came out the other day of how long the extensions are and everything. Now, some of these are ones that we've individually reported on over the last few weeks and stuff like that. But, maybe some people don't know, and maybe there's a couple on there that might surprise us, so I'll take a look at it. Actually, you know what? I might have closed it out. I did. I'm a fucking idiot. I had them up, and I restarted the computer. Fuck that. But yeah, Jake DeMarco in the hospital, so he won't be here tonight. But we'll keep this pretty brief here. We'll get through SmackDown. We'll take calls in a few minutes. And maybe we'll play some PUBG too. I'm not really sure yet. That depends on how lively the night is. It feels like a sleepy crowd tonight, based on everybody watching SmackDown and all that other shit. I guess he fucked up his ankle. I was bored by SmackDown. A lot of people say that Beard Gang TV, dude. So many people say they don't watch SmackDown; they just watch the reviews. How fucking terrible is that for them? Injury Jake. Oh my God, Injury Jake. Injury Jake. He got goddamn injured. He got injured like Duke Nukem. So the night starts with Paige in the ring. Injury Paige is in the ring. Injury Paige is in the ring, and she's yelling about bringing the Money in the Bank to her house, and then we have a battle between all the women from all the shows or whatever, which again is weird, but I don't know. That's just what happened. You know, people are upset about that, but whatever.
Yeah, let's call the police.
Yeah, my buns.
Oh my goodness, my buns.
The beginning of that is horrifying. Listen. Listen to this. Ready?
Oh my goodness, my. Oh my goodness, my bun.
They're in the ring. Who cares? It was very. I was pretty much bored by it for the most part. It was all right. It was kid stuff. It seemed like, but it was okay, I guess. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce are all right. The whole thing was all right. Daniel Bryan and Shelton Benjamin had a decent match. Nice little one-on-one match for the time they get on SmackDown. It was okay. Pretty good match. Daniel Bryan gets the win. Thought it was an interesting matchup. Nice little way to have to start SmackDown. Then Paige is backstage with Asuka and everything. They make The Miz the referee. At least Paige is looking less whorish on her makeup. Have you noticed that? I don't know what it is. She was in that ring tonight, man. There was people sending me photos of them waxing their carrots. It was really crazy. Then we had Jerry the King Lawler comes out of nowhere at some point. That was kind of bizarre. I mean, they were in Tennessee, I guess. I didn't realize that. I know they're Memphis. I didn't realize that. I don't even look up where they are anymore. It used to be that we'd be like, oh, next week they were in this place, and then we know where they are next week. And so then I would know every week, okay, tonight they were in Arizona or whatever. Yeah, I don't remember anymore. Like, it happens and I don't even know. It's just, I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care where they are. I have no idea. No idea where they are, why they're here, and I don't care. And that's just that's how sad the damn product is right now. That's how I feel about the product right now. It's so bad. Injury Page. So whatever. Samoa Joe versus Rusev. I didn't care at all about this. I really didn't. I don't know why. I just did not care. The Miz out there with the referee shirt on. It was okay. That was kind of like weird at the end, right? Because English got knocked off the apron. Joe ended up dropping Rusev, covering for the pin. But Miz doesn't count the pin. Gets all messed up, and then Rusev ends up getting the victory at the end there. So, it was all right little match. Again, everything has just kind of been like okay, like a 4 out of 10 type of okay. Like, yeah, it's happening. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. It was really evident in this match that, the rumors have been true about Jeff Hardy. It was something up with his legs. Like, he wouldn't move his leg fully the right way. He seemed lazy on it. So, clearly, there is some kind of injury there. If not, he says the leak was it's a pinched nerve. So, a pinched nerve. So, I don't know. So, that means... it's just probably bothering him in all kinds of different ways. He can't lift it, or it's hurting him, but it's just a pinched nerve, so whatever. So, I mean, I expect WWE to announce any minute, like, Shinsuke Nakamura injured Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy out 4 weeks or 2 weeks with a back injury or something like that. I fully expect maybe WWE to do something like that to kayfabe the pinched nerve. That way Jeff Hardy gets a week or two off or whatever. Or whatever, I don't know. And then... he's able to come back, and it's not a big deal, but it's to get him rest, stretch it out, try to figure out what needs to be done. I don't know. And I'm sure that the DUI stuff, that all happened too, but I think it's just a coincidence that both of those things happened. Yeah, definitely. I believe it's a coincidence. Just kind of weird that they both happened at the same time for sure. But yeah, I mean, SmackDown, again, it just felt like it was a steady stream of not very good, but it wasn't, again, it didn't have the better parts that Raw had. I thought Raw had better parts, and I also thought that Raw had just some of the worst shit I've ever seen, and it was really enraging to watch Raw. Like, it was bad. Raw was ugly, dude. Like, it was fucking ugly. And that was Raw. Garbage. I will open the phone lines up. So it looks like Skype is finished updating. So 339-226-6610 is the number if you're in the U.S. or if you're in a place where you can call that number. If you need to add me on Skype, you can Skype Danny Deadly, DANNYDEADLY. Add that Skype, and then you can call, and I'll add you, and it'll be good. Just FYI.
Smackdown was rough tonight. The main event made the opening segment pointless. Matches felt held back. Only 4 matches tonight. Not cool.
Yeah, what the hell was that, man? I mean, that's 4 matches for SmackDown isn't that bad. They just weren't the greatest things ever. Nakama's Warrior. What's up, Warrior? Thanks for the $5, Warrior. It did, I don't know. Yeah, it just was lackluster, you know what I mean? But again, I didn't pass out like I did with Raw. With Raw, I like just fucking passed the hell out. Like I was dead.
Smackdown sucked it.
Yeah.
What you gotta say? You can say Smackdown's gay. Smackdown, yo, it sucked it. Yo, Smackdown motherfucking sucked dick tonight. Oh, yo, Smackdown sucked dick. What you gonna say when Smackdown goes gay? Yo, Smackdown suck dick. Suck dick. Yo, Smackdown is suck dick. Suck dick. Hey. Smackdown suck dick. Yo, Smackdown suck dick. Suck the dick. Suck the D. D-I-C-K.
Let's go, Smackdown sucked.
Hell yeah, baby. It's been a while since I heard the $18 Smackdown Sucks song. Holy shit, dude. Somebody must be really pissed to have sat down through SmackDown and then dropped $18.
Give it a hell yeah!
Like, that's how pissed
Money
off.
in Bank usually good for heels. I hope Sasha or Becky win it so it's a way to turn them down the road. I pray to God that ducking boring ass Natalia does not win.
Oh my god.
I think Miz wins men's and we get him and Bryan at Mania for belt.
Alexa's sweet ass. Alexa's sweet ass, thank you for the $3.16. And thank you to Slurpy Poop before that with the $18 donation. Thank you both. Here's the deal. Here's the fucking deal, dude. If Natalya wins and The Miz win, they're the two that got the upper hand, right, this week? Didn't they both get the upper hand in their matches or whatever the fuck? So then if they won, that'd be weird. That'd be fucking weird. Dude, that $18 donation has got me fired up. Hey, Elias is on the phone. What's up, Elias?
Hey, man.
Did you just jerk off? What the hell was it?
No, because SmackDown was boring tonight.
Oh, you're dead. Okay. I got that. So what's up, bro?
Usually SmackDown are good, but tonight it's like nothing.
It was pretty boring, man. It wasn't good. Again, like my opinion is, Raw was just fucking terrible. Like Raw had terrible points, but not as bad as this was just a flat out. Luckily, it was 2 hours. If this was 3 hours, I'd have passed out. I would not be awake.
Like if they're going to Fox, it's gonna be 3 hours. No. If they do that,
I don't know if they're not announcing that yet. If it's 3 hours on Fox still, I'm sure they're talking about that, but I don't know. But my God, if they do that, dude, I'm injecting myself. Yeah.
I prefer playing PUBG than watching SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what will be happening is I'll be playing PUBG with it like on the left screen over here, and then we'll have SmackDown over there, and I'll be watching it playing and being like, oh yeah, now that happened, whatever, and I'll be fucking streaming video games while watching SmackDown and reacting live, and I'll sit there and it'll be terrible.
I do that during Monday Night Raw. I play PS4 and watch Raw at the same time. That's how it's boring.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. I mean, what are you gonna? That's what you have to do. There's no way. I can't believe I can't imagine someone sitting down on their couch and just staring at Raw for 3 hours. You got to be doing something else. Like, there's just no way. Like, it's funny because I think about how I used to watch Raw. You know, before 2012, I probably did just sit there and watch the whole thing. You know, 2 hours, just sat there. Especially in like 98 and 97. Like, you never would have been playing around then. You would have been glued to it. So it's a mess.
I'll give SmackDown 4 out of 10 tonight.
4 out of 10 for SmackDown. What do you give? Raw's a weird one because I thought Raw had better matches, but
storyline is awful.
But yes, terrible storylines, and also I thought Raw had like way worse moments too. Like the worst parts of Raw were worse than SmackDown, but the best parts of Raw were better than SmackDown. So like, just fucking like, what do you do with this shit? You know?
Yeah, but I'll give Raw 1 out of 10 and SmackDown 4 tonight.
Nikki T.
I'm being honest.
Nikki T.
Sorry, Nikki was in the chat.
Nikki T.
That's what I'm called for, but thanks for having me.
All right, Elias. Thanks for calling, man. Love you, bro.
Love you.
Don't bring that cocksucker Dave, your boyfriend Dave, in here, Nikki. Fucking Nikki T. Leave him at home. 314, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, is there any way we can find out like WWE's analytics? You know how for YouTube channel we can see, you know, the gender, the age, the retention, how long they watch it for, and everything.
Ooh, that's a good
Is there
point.
any way we could find out?
On
Like,
on YouTube?
Mostly kids watch it, adults, or...
Well, I mean, you can look at
what age group and so on.
You can look at the crowd. You can look at the demographics of the crowd just on a normal night. And when I go to events, I would say 65% of the audience is adult, and I'll say anybody 18 and over. 60% is 18 and over. I guarantee it. At most of these Raw and SmackDowns, at house shows, like there's a lot more kids at house shows for some reason.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, you think when for house shows they do the show for the fans that are there because it's not broadcasted, but for the like Raw and SmackDown, I think they would mainly focus on the TV audience because it's a bigger audience than the fans.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You'll get 15,000, but with the TV audience you'll get a couple million if they're lucky.
Well, let's do the let's take a look at it. It's really interesting. I didn't think about this. Let's pretend. Let's go with the middle number. Let's go with 10,000 people per arena, and like let's say there's 52 states, and there's really more than that because there's more arenas, and they don't go to like Alaska. You know what I mean? So, but I mean like we'll say let's say 45. Let's say 45 times 10,000. So you're talking about 450,000. So you're potentially selling 450,000 tickets. You know, in the United States, you know what I mean, and Raw. So yeah, so about 2.2 million people, you know what I mean, are not gonna be at the shows that are watching the show. Yeah. 2.2 million. So, are those kids? I don't know. I don't know what the TV numbers are and the demographics are, but I guess it could be. I guess it could be those are lots of the casuals or the kids. And if you want to go by adults, go by this. Go by like some of the hardcore adults watching the product. Go by NXT, right? NXT is probably like 85% like adult males or something like that. So
yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
And if you look at that, then I believe that the numbers for NXT on the WWE Network are ranging between 450,000 to 650,000. Like so, usually about 400,000 people watch NXT. Click the button for NXT every Wednesday, so that's not a lot.
No, that's not.
That's
they got like 2 million subscribers.
That's all the people that go to the live shows. If you add up all the people that go to the live shows, that's 450. It's about the same thing. Yeah, NXT is a low viewership. It's 20. Adam Rose used to say it was 5% of the audience. I think it is a little bit more than that. I think now it's like maybe 18% of the audience, but it's about 18% of the WWE audience that watches NXT. So.
Yeah. Also, with my opinion on Raw and SmackDown, I thought it was bad because it's a go-home show. There's no excuse for it. I thought Raw was terrible. SmackDown had good booking, but the matches weren't good. I mean, the matches had potential in them.
Yeah.
But for go home shows, there's no excuse. And then when there's other promotions doing better shows, putting on better shows than this, there's no excuse for these types of shows.
This is unacceptable. So I don't know what they're doing. And it doesn't matter. You can make this G. You could put on a better G show, a G-rated show, like or whatever. Like this is just horrible. Every match was a C. It was they were all like C matches.
For tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember quite really. I forgot all of them, but I think Daniel Bryan and Shelton Benjamin might have been like maybe the best match. But even Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke was okay too. Like they were okay, but none of those matches were, getting into like above a 7 caliber or 7 at all.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know. I think they just put them there for the people. Like here's 2 guys you guys like.
I thought those women though on the start to Raw the other night though, those women I thought tore it up. I thought that was pretty
better
fun.
than the SmackDown women's match.
Right. But yeah, that's the only way they can survive. If they let the wrestlers wrestle the way they can, then they can survive that way.
Freedom.
But they spill the beans on everything right away every week. So by the time it's go home show time, it doesn't matter. All they did this whole entire show tonight was say, "Hey, Money in the Bank Sunday, Money in the Bank Sunday." They didn't sell the rivalries of any really that well. They mostly just tried to be like, "Look, Money in the Bank. Look, I'm holding the briefcase now. I got a ladder because that's gonna happen on Sunday. Haha, get it? Money in the Bank's coming. Money in the Bank, get it? Haha." And by the end of the show, you just want to beat yourself in the head with a hammer. Thanks for the call, 314. Good call. Now let's put 804 on the phone. What's up, 804?
What's up, Jared? Long time listener. What's going on, man?
Vagina! No, what's going on, man? I don't know why I said that. What's up?
Oh, my God, dude. SmackDown just literally made me want to scratch my eyes out tonight. It made me wish for the Vince Russo days from WCW.
Dude, you know what's fucked? You know it's so messed up that stuff is better. And it's funny, too, because some WWE fan or something got in a fight with me on Twitter earlier. And they were like, "Oh, what do you want? Like Viagra on poles and all that stupid shit from back in the day?" And I was like, "Dude, I will take like a grandmother's pussy match over whatever the hell we're watching right now." Okay. So that guy's an idiot.
Like the shit that happened on Raw last night with Bobby Lashley. I mean, it was horrible, dude.
Oh my Christ, dude, Bobby Lashley, what the fuck, dude? Like, I feel like they're just fucking with him because he just. Dude, but the Bobby Lashley looks like a fake person. Like I can't even he with his fucking beady eyes. I mean, put him back on TNA and let him beat the shit out of someone. He seemed like he could hurt somebody in TNA. In WWE, he just seems like a joke. I don't know. He needs to learn to dance.
I mean, I can remember some of the horrible crap that happened on WCW, but do you think that WWE's in this area of the Vince Russo days?
No, they're not, because it's so different. It's not even close. It's the weirdest thing. Like,
right.
At least the Vince Russo days was more of like, see, like I come up with some pretty stupid ideas sometimes, and then sometimes I say something out loud, right? And then somebody else who's smarter will say, "Joe, that's kind of a good idea, but what about that's really weird because this and that. But what if we did this?" And like, so like that, I feel like that's what happened because I'm kind of an idea guy myself. I don't have the best ideas all the time, but sometimes I have like a decent starting idea, and then other people, they get ideas off my starting idea, and then we mold it into something that's good. That's what Vince Russo was great at, like just spitting out these like crazy ideas, and then Vince McMahon would take those ideas and like wrap them up into a ball and like fornicate with them, and then they would come out beautiful. And like between him and Ed Ferreira and Vince McMahon and whoever else, Bruce Pritchard and everybody else that was working in the WWE, Jim Cornette at the time, all those guys, they would just create magic. But Vince Russo left to just run his own thing. Like he's got a direct shock value, wacky like way of doing things, and you saw that on WCW. You saw the filter was off. Like it was all coming out. Like his ideas were just all becoming realities, and a couple of them might have been good. Some of them might have been executed poorly by the wrestlers and things, but it was a whole different thing. This is the opposite of that. This is legitimately like the worst. This is like so Vince Russo's ideas in WCW in that 2000s when they went under, right? Vince Russo's were like basically like you just You just throw the idea at the wall, and then it's on screen the next day. But WWE right now, it's like a million people throwing out ideas. They eventually grab it. Then they filter it and filter it and filter it. Then they write a script for it. Then you learn the script word for word. And then they present it on TV in this crazy, clean, shitty atmosphere. It is like the opposite. This is like something that's been like fermented and filtered for like days and years and whatever. Like, whereas the Vince Russo thing was just gung-ho, you know what I mean? Whereas WWE in 1998 was a little bit of both of that. It was like, here's my idea. Well, here's how we can make it better. Okay, fuck around with it a little bit. Okay, give Steve Austin the bullet points of what we want to do, and then let him create it. And then it's magic, because you've got an idea. The boss kind of rearranges it. Everybody puts their minds together to make it the right way. And then you give it to the talent, 30% finished or 40% finished, and let the talent do the rest of the work. But nowadays, it's, okay, we wrote this idea, we filtered it a million times, and you better say it to the T. We wrote it on a script. And WCW with Vince Russo was kind of like, hey guys, I've got this idea, go out and say this and do that, and then you're going to do that and do whatever you have to do here. And it was all coming from Vince Russo, one guy. So it's so, all three of those things are all way different from each other. And I would take the two other ones versus what we see now 100%.
Right, like I just thought about, it's just nothing really exciting about Raw or SmackDown. Nothing's really getting me excited anymore. And I don't know if that's like the consensus from everybody else, but there's just nothing there really. There's no forgot the word. But no. There's nothing there interesting me, anymore.
Yeah, there's no week to week. There's rarely anything that makes you want to watch next week. That's the biggest thing that drives me nuts. Like, you are in the business of, trying to create hype to make people keep watching every week, and it just doesn't really happen. They're lazy. It's like, they go into the story mode, and then every week they sort of try to build on the story slightly, but it's not done very well at all. It's just bad. It's just so bad. Like, I don't know how they can think that this is good. I really don't understand it. It's not even the PG back in the day with Raw, like, was way better than this stuff. The story with, like, Razor and the 1-2-3 Kid and that whatever the couple weeks that they told that story, and then Razor putting up the money or whatever, and then Kid just grabbing it and running away. Like, that stuff, even to me, it's like, that created excitement. Like, what the hell is going to happen here? And
like old school episodes of Heat, man, that excited you before the pay-per-view, like mostly every Sunday when you watched it.
Yeah, I mean, even that was better. Like, obviously, all you have to look forward to now is you hope that there's a good match, because just everything else is so bad. You hope that there's a good match, or a nipple slip, or like somebody falls down, or like, dude, how sad is it? Like, and I know that it's like meme culture now, and it's internet culture, and like people are much meaner now, and we're on social media looking for all this shit. But that's how boring it is. People are looking for like nipple slips, like fucking pussy lips to pop out of panties so he can share it all over social media, and like Lana's wig to fall off, and just all this goofy shit that everyone pays attention to. And it's I blame WWE. If I was Vince McMahon, I'd be in the back like, this is bullshit. Like, instead of talking about the stuff that's going on, these people are sending like pussy lip shots out to everything and all these things, and CM Punk chants, and I would just be thinking, we're not doing enough to keep people's attention on what the hell is happening tonight. Instead of these people tweeting out, holy shit, this guy got busted open, or Seth Rollins dove off a ladder or something, or, Kane showed up again, dragged Seth Rollins into a sewer, and then they had a sewer fight, or like just weird shit that like, you don't expect. Instead of all that, we're sending out like a picture of like Lana's wig falling off, or somebody stumbling, or the fact that there's empty seats in the top rows. I mean, stuff that's just going viral on social media. So they're clearly doing something wrong as far as connecting with fans the right way. They think they're doing something right because they're making tons of money. But, and it's true, the older you get, the more, laid back you kind of get. It's just how it gets. You think like, oh, I know what I'm doing, cruise control. I can't believe that Vince McMahon 18 years ago if you could beam him from 1998 to this right now, and just have him look at this and not tell him about any of the money, I feel like his head would explode. I mean, I don't know. I just feel that way, but maybe it wouldn't.
That's just that's like watching. I watched an episode of Impact last week, and shit, that was more interesting than Raw or SmackDown, which is pretty sad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad because I don't think Impact has been very good either. But it's like, it's definitely better. Like they're trying over at Impact. They're trying to do stuff. I think their audience over there sucks, so the crowd is dead sometimes for stuff that could be better. And sometimes the wrestlers, it can be a little bit cheesy, but yeah, I would say that a lot of times it is better. Although I think sometimes when Raw or SmackDown or an NXT or something has a really good match, it definitely beats TNA. But you know, TNA is at least they're trying over there. It feels like the WWE is a joke right now, man. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for the call. Good call. Play some donations here. Got to pay the bills or I don't eat. And then my kids don't eat. And then I leave YouTube to go back to working double jobs and not being on YouTube. So, got to pay the bills. Here we go.
Super Chat Party.
Finn Balor.
WWE needs some damn competition. Go NJPW, Raw, and Impact. Yeah. WWE seems perfectly fine with coasting, and it makes for such a bad product overall.
Yeah, Finn Balor forever. Thank you, man. It's almost like, you know, Vince McMahon is a little bit like Donald Trump. You know, WCW came along and said, we have a bigger dick than you. And then Vince was like, fuck that, and went nuts. You know what I mean? And that's what they needed. Kind of like the same thing with Donald Trump has. You know what I mean? Obama says he can't be president. He goes, oh, yeah, fuck you. I think Obama got Trump elected.
Shit bomb.
You know? I mean, he did.
What's up, JCS Army? At least, I lost cable for most of SmackDown.
Yeah.
At least that isn't as bad as Tommy NC receiving a Cleveland steamer out of Bertha Tommy's ass and then having to slurp all that diseased goodness down.
Oh. Hey, Bad Omen, thank you for becoming a $5
Shit bomb. This is the devil, and I'm gonna fucking kill everyone for watching Monday Night Raw. How did you watch E3 today? Nintendo Power.
Sorry. Bad Omen, thank you, man, and Finn Balor forever. Thank you guys for the $5 super chat and regular $5 donation. If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is down below in the Twitch alerts link on the top there, the description box. If you don't want to do Twitch alerts, then you can do the $ below and super chat and do super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. 575, what's up? You live?
What's going on, man? So
up,
I think I'm seeing a bit of a trend between like Star Wars and WWE. It's not about a good story. It's not about getting the fans in on nothing. It's just about pushing gender and race. That's what I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I now I am worried that at some point WWE could go that route. And I think the gender thing, yeah, definitely there's a push for female a little bit. But you know, I gotta say that in WWE, it has been a little bit cringy at times. But I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as Star Wars. That's my. I mean,
well, that's a good point too. Like, because Star Wars is the kind of extreme. Like, I don't want the WWE to become that, but I don't know. It just seems like every week it's about resetting history, or a girl did this better, and it's just write a better story. Who cares if it's a girl or a boy or
yeah, I mean,
whoever, you know?
Yeah, I think that they are a little bit virtue signaling with the women for sure. They're definitely virtue signaling with the women, like it's the first women's this and that. I get that. It's definitely getting, you know, what are we going to do this for the next 3 years? Keep talking about the women. This was the first time the women this and that. Like, get over it and just let the women have good matches already. Now, but here's the thing. On Raw, they did. They had I think the women had the best match of the two shows on Raw. But you mentioned race, though. Let's go. I want to go back to that because you mentioned race. I completely disagree there because if you're talking about race, who's being pushed?
Well, I wasn't meaning like someone being pushed who's a certain race or anything. It just seems like And I mean, I'm totally giving credit where credit's due. Like the Asian wrestlers that have been coming in lately, they've been getting a huge push more than any other person ever. But still, you know, they've deserved it. Like Shinsuke Nakamura earned it.
Wait a minute, you
Asuka
telling me?
Earned it. I mean, hell, she's had her ass beat by a dude before, you know.
Yeah, but you're telling me that the Asian wrestlers got a bigger push than Kevin Owens or Roman Reigns?
No, not Roman Reigns for sure. No. But, and like, maybe they haven't even been given as many chances either. It just seems like maybe they get, maybe a better spot than somebody sometimes. Like, I don't know, like Shinsuke being in the main event, sure, it makes sense and all, but like, let's just see how long they go past Money in the Bank and past things like that, you know? And it's, you know, you could say the same thing about Roman Reigns and The Rock, too. They kind of, you know, Samoan this, Samoan that, but that's a Vince McMahon thing, I think.
This is oh man, you're going to get so much heat for this call. I love you though, man.
All right, man, thanks.
Like, no shit, man. I'm there with you on the female thing, but maybe not the gender thing, but I get what you're saying maybe a little bit, yeah. I'm there with you on the gender thing, but I'm not there with you on the race thing. I mean, a black guy can't even be on TV if he can't fucking dance. So I don't know. AJ Styles is the champion for like a while. He's white. You know. What was that? Oh my God. Oh man. God bless him. I don't know. I can't. I mean, hey, I can't go that far right with you. I can't. I mean, I hate SJWs and I hate all that bullshit. But I can't go that far with you, you know? The Universal Champion is a white guy who doesn't even have to show up and he gets paid more than everybody. AJ Styles is a white guy. Shinsuke Nakamura is one of the best wrestlers in the entire world. And he's in the company, and it took about a year to get to WrestleMania to do that stuff he did. And Kevin Owens was pushed the same way as Shinsuke Nakamura, you know? And Shinsuke hasn't won the title yet. So I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with race at all. I think there's some people that would argue the other way. That was a little paranoia to me. Like, I think that, you know, Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns. You know, he's got lineage in this company, obviously. That's part of why he's there. Samoans have always been prominent in WWE. The Wild Samoans and Alpha and just Rikishi and on and on. I mean, there's just so much lineage there, so it makes sense why the Samoans are there, the Usos. I think the diversity is good right now, and it's not forced. I don't think it is forced. The diversity in Star Wars is forced. The diversity in WWE is not forced. I disagree with that caller. Jesus Christ. That guy might be racist. I don't know. I don't know. That guy might actually be a racist, like be a little, or at least phobic or something, because he was like, "What's going on with all these Asians?" With Shinsuke, Hideo Itami, Asuka. I don't know. I suppose I get it, but I mean, they're acquiring some of the biggest wrestlers in the world, and some of those are in New Japan, so they're just all Asian there. So you're gonna have some Asians coming in, you know. But I mean, they're making Bobby Lashley look like a fucking idiot. You know, he's black. They don't care. If there was an agenda, they would make Bobby Lashley like the Beast, and he would beat Brock Lesnar in like 20 seconds in the ring and become the WWE champion. Like if WWE was like, that's it, we need to make a black guy champion. We need to make a guy who's not white champion. We need to have the face of the company be black, and then we need to have the face of the women be Asian, a female. Like, you know what I mean? Asuka would be champion for like a year. Bobby Lashley would just beat somebody right now and become the champion. Then if you called and you were like, this is weird, isn't it? You know, I might be like, yeah, it is a little bizarre. You know, okay, maybe they're trying this diversity thing to move the product around, which would seem like something, whatever. But could Bobby Lashley become the WWE champion without any agenda? Yes. Could Shinsuke become? Yes. But dude, that guy, you were off the caller, man. To me, I thought you were fucking off the wall with that. Like, I think you're a little too paranoid. Like, Star Wars is fucked, no doubt about it. Star Wars is fucked. I think WWE is nowhere near that. They are getting annoying with the women stuff, like the women this, the women that, first women's that. Okay, can you just let them wrestle and be nasty? Let them be good. Let them go out there and kill it like they did on Raw. The women destroyed on Raw. It was awesome. Oh man, somebody fucking goddamn put fucking D'Lo Brown's theme song in the chat. I just died seeing that. Man, I'll tell you what, it ain't nowhere near Star Wars, or I'd be freaking the fuck out right now. I'd be like freaking out. I'm worried about the writing right now in WWE. The writing sucks. Star Wars, the Force is female. The Force is female. Yeah, tell that to a 7-year-old boy who wants to fucking be in Star Wars or whatever. Hey, did you know the Force is female, you little shithead? The Force is fired, Kathleen, you bitch. 339-226-6610. Elias, thank you for subscribing to me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. That's his 5 month in a row subbing on Twitch. Thank you very much. There's a lot of agendas out there, but I don't think WWE's one of them. Not yet. We'll see what happens. 586, what's up?
All right, this is Nakamura's lawyer.
This is Nakamura's lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to do?
All right, hear me out. Now, we're going into Money in the Bank Sunday, right?
Right.
All right. The thing I want to mention about this, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. The real reason why I think SmackDown Raw has just been absolutely bombing this whole past, I want to say, year or so, is because WWE has such a different structure of writing their show and writing their overall storyline versus New Japan.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I like the New Japan matches, and sometimes the stories are really good over there too, in a way. But I feel like I like New Japan more because of the booking hype. Like, they hype a certain things, and I know the wrestlers are really good, so I get excited for it. But I still am missing that entertainment value that I want, that I don't quite get. And yet still they're better because just the pure wrestling ends up trumping the WWE's usually lackluster wrestling and terrible storylines. So it's just no-brainer usually with New Japan. I feel like I still haven't seen Dominion either, by the way. You say this is Nakama's Warrior?
Nakama's Warrior.
Is it Nakama's Warrior? Okay.
Yes.
I thought you said you were Nakamura's lawyer. That's why I was like, you're Nakamura's lawyer? No. I get it. Okay.
All right. Anyway, well, the reason why it's different is because New Japan's entire story structure is built around the idea that in New Japan, the wrestling is a legitimate sport.
Right.
Versus WWE, where it's clearly entertainment. So in New Japan, the story and the entertainment is told through the matches, where in WWE, the matches and everything else is told, the entertainment and everything else, the promos and the backstage skits, are what pushes that.
Right. And I prefer both. I prefer when you can have when you can sometimes have a few really good stories going on, and then you can have everybody else trying to make their match the story, or making storylines based on matches you see. I like when there's a mix of that. I feel like NXT does a pretty good job of that. Like, that's why I really enjoy NXT. And I still want more entertainment too that I don't get from NXT. So like, I still want more, you know, and if I could get a little more of that entertainment and wild shit and then put it in there with the New Japan and NXT style of wrestling, I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer that would be gold. But it seems like on the main roster we keep thinking that, oh, they're going to bring up the guys that can wrestle really, really well. So now the main roster is going to all of a sudden, you know, change and shit. But it doesn't, because they don't let them do that. And so therefore everybody gets neutered. And and you don't get it. But if you were able to actually bring, AJ Styles and Shinsuke, the real AJ Styles and Shinsuke, to the main roster, along with their gimmicks of, what Shinsuke is doing now is great as far as his character. Love his character right now.
Absolutely.
But AJ, even AJ's, whatever that promo was tonight, that sounded like they wrote that for him. That was horrible. What he said tonight on SmackDown, what was that?
Right, and that's what needs to stop. They need to stop with the scripted promos. Let these guys come out who, by the way, these guys have had years of on the road. These guys have been cutting promos for years. They can get on the mic and cut a promo without someone writing it for them. Because the problem is when you have scripted promos, anytime you read from a script, you don't get the same feeling as if someone says, okay, Nakama, go out there and cut a promo. We're just going to give you the mic, talk about your upcoming match. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. You're going to go out there and you're going to speak from the heart, and that's going to get you over more because you believe what you're saying.
Yeah, and I feel like at this point, AJ Styles should be enraged with Shinsuke. I feel like he should be coming unglued, and he's not even like that. They've got Shinsuke doing all this cool stuff, but then they've got AJ coming out there going this Sunday at the pay-per-view, and blah blah blah. It's gonna be last man standing, and in the house that AJ Styles built. And it's what? What just happened? I feel like AJ should be mad right now, right? Shinsuke keeps punching him in the balls. All this stuff is going on. I feel like AJ Styles' promo just didn't even, so anticlimactical. He should have came out there and been like, this Sunday, Shinsuke, look into my face. Look into AJ Styles' face, because I'm going to rip your goddamn leg off your body and put you in the calf crusher, and then I'm going to retain my title, and I might break your left arm, I might break your right arm, I might break your left foot. You don't know what AJ Styles is going to do to Shinsuke on Sunday, but the result is that you are not going to get up. You will not be able to answer the count of 10. And the next time SmackDown airs live, you're going to have to be wheeled out on a stretcher in front of the wrestling ring, and I'll hold that belt up in front of your ass, and I'll stare you in the face, and I will tell you that I am still the champion of the WWE, and you will be Shinsuke Nakamura, unable to walk and unable to speak when I get done with you. Just shit like that. He should be pissed. He should be like, I am AJ Styles. Shinsuke is gonna die. He should be just ready to go. But instead he comes out there all cool and calm, it's the house that AJ Styles built. What the fuck? And it was all scripted. Somebody go pull up that was terrible. What I just said was terrible. But what AJ said was even more terrible. Go listen to that fucking promo. It is he read that and it was clearly scripted. Go listen. It's fucking I guarantee it was a paragraph.
I watched it tonight and I agree. It was totally scripted. I told myself, I would have totally came off completely different. First of all, I would have addressed the fact that it's a last man standing match, and I would have said, this is what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to powerbomb your ass from pillar to post. I'm going to powerbomb you through a table. I'm going to hit Yuki's dream come true on the Spanish announce table, and then when I get you back in the ring, I'm going to hit you with Angel's Grace, count to 10 myself, and walk my ass straight out of wherever we're going to be Sunday night.
Do you remember the promo last week when they were sitting at the table? They filmed that. That was pretty good because
it was good.
Shinsuke was trolling him, and then AJ, he was dicking around, and then AJ just fucking punched him in the face and was like, "Let's fucking go! I got games too, motherfucker!" That was great. But then tonight he comes out like a robot.
Right, and that's what it is. It gets you excited for their match. And I would have even said, I would have been like, okay, I hit you in the face, you hit me in the face, I jump the table, we go at it a little bit, I DDT you on the floor, I get up and do my AJ Styles thing. Yeah. And again, because at this point, you have to make the champion look like somewhat of a threat to Nakamura, and that's the problem. Nakamura just keeps hitting everybody in the balls. Of course, Nakamura, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, is now being reduced to kicking everyone in the what is he doing? Elbowing everybody in the nuts. It just completely makes him look weak. It makes
bullshit.
Him look like
It's bullshit.
Right.
It's bullshit what they do. It's fucking pissing me off. It's pissing me off. It's this goddamn 10,000 people watching in an arena, and he comes out there and reads a fucking cue card that sucks dick.
Exactly. You gotta get mad.
It sucks, goddamn bunny rabbit cock.
And it's almost as it's just as unbearable to watch than Tommy with a woman, because you know, again, you take two of the best wrestlers on the planet and you're making them look like chumps. You have one guy lose to a low blow after, oh my gosh, it's terrible. Why do they insist on making every top star from another promotion look like an absolute chump?
I agree, man. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like you're getting me mad because I'm thinking about it. I was watching it earlier on the TV, and every single word he said pissed me off more. It pissed me off more and more and more. Are you listening, Vince McMahon? Where are you? Where are you, Vince McMahon? What the fuck are you putting on TV? There's 2 fucking million people. There should be 5 million people watching. Your world heavyweight champion standing there with Jerry the King Lawler. AJ Styles should be frustrated and frothing at the mouth to get to fucking Nakamura. He should be trolling AJ so bad at this point that AJ Styles is coming out of his goddamn fucking skin. That he's losing his goddamn fucking mind, and he's not doing that. What did he read? Somebody send me the promo on Twitter. Somebody sound clip or whatever the fuck the promo on Twitter. Send me the fucking promo of this cocksucker. Well, this Saturday, it's going to be AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match in the house that AJ Styles built. The fuck kind of promo is that? What the fuck kind of promo is that? You know, I've had just about enough of Nakamura. Okay, because ever since this guy's come to the WWE, he's had the red carpet rolled out for him. The entrances, the violins, the dancing, and what happens when Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't get his way? Low blow after low blow, cheap shot after cheap shot, and yet I still stand here with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Brock Lesnar wants to talk about breaking records. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm breaking records every single week on SmackDown Live. Brock Lesnar sits at home. Brock Lesnar's going to break the record for most couch appearances in a year because that's all he does. But AJ Styles defends the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And this Sunday, I'm not just going to defend this title, but I'm going to beat down Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm going to make Nakamura wish that he never flew over that stupid ocean to come to the WWE. When I get done with Nakamura and I get done ripping him limb from limb, he's going to have nothing to show for it but a count of 10 and a loss, and he's going to have to fly his ass back to Japan with all the other losers. That's AJ Styles. That's the AJ Styles I want. They're going to send Nakamura back to Japan in an ambulance, okay? That's what's going to happen Sunday, and then I'm still going to be the WWE champion because this is the house that AJ Styles built. And on Sunday, Shinsuke is going to be the man that I tear apart. You want to see a promo? Go watch my buddy TK O'Ryan in Ring of Honor. Go watch my buddy TK O'Ryan in Ring of Honor, okay? That's how you cut a promo. That's how you just know what you want and you do it. You just go for it. You tell a story that way. When I see passion, I see believability, I see a match that I want to see. But when I see a robot come out there, I don't give a shit. When I see Nakamura facing a guy with nerve damage in his leg, and then AJ Styles cutting a fucking robot promo with Jerry the King Lawler, who he himself is a fucking plastic fucking body of wax. Like, Jerry the King Lawler, like, doesn't even look real anymore at this point at his age. He's just like, I'm Jerry Lawler, like, you know what I mean? And then it was just terrible, man. It's just so terrible. I'm going to freak out, man. I'm going to freak out. I bet Leah's wet after that promo. No, I think she was mad at me for yelling. But this is my show, and I goddamn yell if I want to. Sorry. I'm pissed off, man. What the fuck was this tonight? Jake DeMarco has an ankle injury. He's in the hospital right now as we speak. Just for the people wondering where he is. So sorry about that. $856, you're on the phone. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Joe? It's Luke Rojas, motherfucker. How you doing?
Luke Rojas?
Yeah.
Luke Rojas.
I love when you do that, man. What's up, man?
What's up, bro? You've been a cunt in the chat, I heard from all the moderators. They want to kill you, but I told them not to.
No, I just like to mess around with them all the time because I like to fuck around with people because then they get mad and they're like, and it's funny. And I just like to, I'm a troll, so whatever.
Well, at least you admit it, you know?
I mean, yeah, I like to fuck around with people. And I also like to call out a few people when they get fucked. Like, they get mad at Tommy doing certain things, but if like, somebody else does the same exact thing, they'll be like, oh, this guy's so funny, haha. It's like, just stop being a hypocrite, you fucking faggot.
Who did that?
I just like
Who did that?
I just like to mess around.
Who did that, though? What are you talking about? Who did that?
Like, one time I made fun of Bobbit for something. I said that me and Bobbit were, like, fighting with each other back and forth in the chat, and I said, I think you're going to die of a diabetic shock.
Jesus Christ.
And then somebody was like, that's really offensive of what you just said to Bobbit. But then, like, later on, the same person was talking about how Tommy should die of diabetes and shit, and is retarded. So I was like, that's kind of stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, no, that's funny to me, like, because it's like I see that shit all the time too. Double standards everywhere, and it's like what the fuck is, you're just full of shit.
Yeah, like, people were getting mad at Tommy for hanging up on Fami a bunch of times a few weeks ago, but Leah did, like, the exact same thing. And I started, like, arguing with Leah in the chat. I was like, you're a hypocrite, motherfucker.
Yeah,
but it's all in good fun.
Yeah, Leah says she wants to kill you. She's yelling right now. She already knows who you are.
Well, Leah, you know what, Leah? I was just joking with you. I think I even said the same night. I was like, I love you, Leah.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
I told her that. I said Rojas is kind of like a... Me and Leah watch a lot of Red Letter Media, so she's like, why is Stoklasta in here?
We're fucking around with people, you know?
Yeah,
what we Red Letter Media people do, you know? I don't hate her.
No, I know what you do. You are a motherfucker when it comes, like, sometimes, but I know what you're doing, so it's no big deal. But yeah, what's up anyway?
So I just, you know, it's weird. So today is day 435 of Brock Lesnar's WWE Championship reign, or Universal Championship reign. Yet he's only defended the title 6 times on aired, like, matches.
Right.
That is insane to me. 6 times.
That's Hulk Hogan 1989 type numbers.
Yeah, it's like insane. And then you also look at AJ Styles' championship reign, and he's held this title for 217 days, which is incredible. The fact that they're giving AJ Styles a legitimate title reign. I mean, given that some of his promos, especially tonight, have been fucking weird, but he's still been booked as a strong champion. But for some reason, they're going to put him on the mid card for Money in the Bank for no fucking reason, just because Roman Reigns is wrestling Jinder Mahal. I feel they did the same thing at Backlash.
That's a good point. That is stupid. I didn't think about that at all. Fuck.
Like, why are they putting Why are they putting the WWE champion in the mid card? It's the same with Punk's booking, like, through 2012, where he was, like, constantly in the mid card, and Cena was, like, in 18 main events that year. It was insane, and the same thing is happening with Styles.
Yeah, you're right about that. I don't know. I don't like it, and I don't like when they lump him into that scripted promo stuff either, because I think he'd be much better off without that. And so you're right. And AJ Styles is someone who go along with it too. He won't be like Punk. Punk is like, what the fuck? AJ Styles
Styles is the company man. That's why he stayed with TNA for so long.
Yeah, whatever you
want. And why was Jerry the King Lawler out there? Can I ask that?
Because they were in Memphis. I think they just wanted to put Lawler on TV.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, what the fuck is Jerry the King Lawler here for? It's like, oh, you just pulled him out of the fucking hole that he lives in just to give a fucking interview?
Well, I think that, they were like, we don't really have anything. Okay, well, we could have somebody interviewed AJ Styles, do like an interview, cut a promo on Shinsuke. Oh,
it should have been a stare down between Styles and Nakamura. These two should have fucking beat the shit out of each other, and Styles should have fucking gotten the better of Nakamura, but instead they did the boring, I'm the face of SmackDown.
You know what I thought they were going to do? I'm not saying I wanted them to do this, but I actually thought that they were going to do that same spot where they kick each other in the balls, and the show would have ended with them like sitting up and kind of staring at each other, like something like that. I mean, like I didn't want that, but I thought that's what they were going to do. But no, what I thought would have been better would have been like AJ coming out of nowhere attacking Shinsuke or something like that, but. And them fighting everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were gonna do.
Like, what's gonna happen? Like them fight everywhere, But even last week would have been better if last week was this week. The signing was this week, because that was a good way to end it with him signing the thing and everything. I don't know. It was better than this.
I've got a big question for you, Joe.
Yeah, in the ass. I'll take it.
Who do you think is going to win the Money in the Bank? Do you think it's gonna? I think it's gonna be The Miz, just because he makes the most sense right now, and I think Samoa Joe is gonna be Styles' next opponent, like at SummerSlam or something. But I see The Miz winning the Money in the Bank. Who do you see winning it?
I think it's weird that The Miz ended tonight with it. You know what I mean? Like holding the case. That's usually a tell that he's not gonna win it. You know what I mean? Like that's weird. That makes
Finn Balor did it.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I guess you're right.
Him and the Homo Alliance.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I did. The Miz was my pick, though. I do think The Miz should be the pick, but because then, like you said, Daniel Bryan, The Miz down the road, or The Miz winning the title.
That's a feud that doesn't even need the championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they can have The Miz versus, and they could be building to WrestleMania, which is crazy to think from all the way down here. But at some point, The Miz can cash in, become the champion, and then AJ can go back to fighting Shinsuke at WrestleMania next year, and hopefully have a good match. And,
I don't know if they're going to be able to build that all the way for the Bryan and Miz stuff. I don't think the audience will have the patience for it. But Joe, I gotta get out of here because I gotta go to sleep because I'm tired as fuck. But I just wanted to say hi. I want to tell everybody in the chat that, hey man, I'm just fucking around with you. Don't get so upset. Don't start crying, Leah. I don't really think you're a hypocrite. Although sometimes I need to call out a few people because I just don't like seeing double standards everywhere. I just want to say goodbye, and I want to fuck you, Joe.
All right, I'm down with that. I think Leah's going to kill you, though. Luke Rojas. I think Leah came to me like, this Luke Rojas fucking, but I'm like, yeah, he's usually all right, but sometimes he's a psycho. 407, hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, my G? How you doing, Joe?
Hey, man, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, brother. Hey, listen, man, I'm a big fan of your show. Been watching the show for a hot minute now. I'm like, listen, bro. You've got jokes for days. You and the other cat, Jake DeMarco. He's a good little. I hate to call him a sidekick. I don't want to do him like that, but he's a good guy to have on your show. But
yeah,
honestly, man, I mean, both shows are two piles of shit. Which shit doesn't smell as bad, Raw or SmackDown?
Well, Raw put me in a coma, and SmackDown just kind of was boring. Like I'm saying it, dude. I'm saying it's weird. Like I kind of like, in a weird way, I like Raw better because it had the a couple better matches, but it had the worst moments too. So it's just like, dude, this is like, it's like torture, and this is literally.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah. Well, see, my thing, man, opinion-wise, I think Daniel Bryan on SmackDown is really, it gets my attention going, and I really enjoy it. But Monday Night Raw, man, I don't know what it is, man. There's just something that's not clicking. I find myself not even watching it. You know what I mean? I find myself watching the Blue brand now because Daniel Bryan just came back and he gives Tuesday nights a meaning. But man, I don't know what the fuck's up on Monday, bro. Monday has been sleep mode. You know what I mean? Like that's that night crow. You know, fuck buying a Xanax in the hood. You know what I mean? Just tune into Monday Night Raw.
It's been. I mean, SmackDown has been better than Raw the last few months, at least I think. But it's just
my opinion too.
But it's just like tonight. Like what was there? You know, I probably liked, I guess, Shelton Benjamin and Daniel Bryan the best thing because I like both those guys. So
yeah, of course. Cool. And my thing with the whole Daniel Bryan thing is I feel like their direction with him is gonna, you know, they're gonna pull what they did in I don't know what year it was. I think it was 2013 where they didn't really know what to do with him, so they had him losing on free TV in a hot ass match that could have been a pay-per-view, but they had him like jobbing to like Ziggler type shit.
Yeah.
You know, but my thing with Bryan is I want to see him, you know, feud with Joe and see him feud with Shinsuke and, you know, AJ and this guy Andrade, who's a very, very, very fucking good competitor. You know, those are matches that Danny Bryan could steal the show with.
Yeah, those would be
nothing
great.
Against Cass, but
yeah, I mean, you know, he'll come along, maybe he won't, but yeah, Daniel Bryan and Joe would be great. Cien Almas would be really, I mean, dude, Cien Almas was killing it in NXT. Dude, he was having such good matches in NXT, opening matches, that eventually they gave him the belt and he was nasty. Dude, that guy's just awesome. I would love to see them have matches, but they got to get some more talent up.
Crazy fucking fact. I'm in Florida, right? And I'm in Toys R Us. This is a crazy fact. You can check on my Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm shopping in Toys R Us, and fucking Johnny Gargano's checking out wrestling toys on my left. And I looked at him, and I'm like, yo, ain't you Johnny wrestling? He was just like, yes, I am. And he was with Candice LeRae or whatnot. And I'm oh, this is so fucking crazy.
That's so wild.
And he was just at a local fucking Toys R Us buying toys.
It's so whacked out. That's funny, man. Yeah, they all live down there, so it's like, it's crazy, right? Where the football players are, too.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. Hey, listen, before I get off here, Joe, because I really appreciate you taking my call. I've been blowing it up, man. But honestly, man, real quick opinion. I just want to ask you two questions, if you don't mind answering them. But how do you feel about Ricochet, man, going to the main roster? Even though right now he just started, how do you feel about him if he ever went to the main roster, you know, to do his thing? Well, would you prefer him on the blue or would you prefer him on the red Monday nights?
I don't know. I think I probably prefer him on Mondays. That way I could see something cool on Mondays. But I don't know.
That way he could do that fucking that front flip off the rope like he did in NXT.
I don't want him to leave NXT because I'm so entertained by him down there, man. He's so good. Like
he's very, very fucking good.
There's some guys that like flip around and stuff, and it doesn't like always sync up. But like something about him, I don't know what it is. Like it's like it's his charisma. And it's also sometimes the way he does moves. He really has the way he moves. It's not this like ugly stiff. Like I want to say like there's some guys who wrestle like that aren't memorable. But there's a way he sells and moves that like really. I just love I love watching the shit he does. I can't explain.
Listen, I hope this is not a stretch, bro. But he reminds me kind of his selling and the way his control as far as his body. He kind of reminds me of The Rock, like a very, very athletic Rock. You know, he knows how to sell a move perfectly, and just the way he goes about his moves, he finesses them perfectly. It's not kind of like nothing is. There's certain people out there that don't control their body when they do something. It kind of looks kind of like, you know what I mean? Just kind of like a default video game move type shit. But with him, I mean, he does his shit right, man. Spot on. He reminds me of The Rock. Like, what he does, he lays it in perfectly.
Well, I also, I mean, he kind of, like, even on the NXT TakeOver, he reminded me of Shawn Michaels. Like, he when he fell out of the ring, he, like, fucking, flipped himself. He looked like a rag doll. Like, he looked like he crashed and burned. Some guys, like, land all careful and weird, but he, like, just looked like a rag doll falling out of the ring. And it looked awesome, and I was like, "Damn, that was some Shawn Michaels shit out of Ricochet."
Yeah. That's another good example. Yeah, most definitely, man. I'm a big fan of Ricochet.
But there's an agenda, according to that other caller, so I don't know if they should bring him up right now. They should just leave the white people up.
Yeah, I most definitely think that you know, Ricochet should stay on NXT. But I'm a big fan of Velveteen Dream too, man.
Yeah,
I think he's a very, very, very fucking entertaining dude.
Dude, that ladder match with them was really... He was the other one. Those were the two guys that I loved the most in that match. But everybody was really good. Obviously, Adam Cole and shit was really good. But yeah, Velveteen Dream, he's got... That guy is like... Dude, if Michael Jordan became a wrestler, like, that's... Like, his fluidity, like, and his hang time and shit off the ropes and things that he does, it's just fucking weird, dude. He looks... like, he's another guy who's... Like, he's got that Macho Man vibe to him sometimes, too. He's got this really...
Yeah.
Dude, just charisma dripping everywhere. Like, if those guys could come up to the main roster, that'd be great, but I just don't want anyone to leave NXT because it's just so good down there.
That's exactly how I feel, too. I kind of don't want any of these people to leave NXT, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the wrestling there is real good, but in my opinion, what's his name, Velveteen Dream, man, he reminds me of Macho Man, like you said, but you know how Razor Ramon just had that it factor when you looked at him in the ring, he was real good, his character was real good. Velveteen Dream got that same thing going on, man. He just got it all, bro. You know what I mean? I would hate him to leave NXT and get buried down in the main roster, you know, but
I feel like Velveteen Dream against somebody else in a ladder match, just them two could be really good with the, like you said, the Razor. If he had a Shawn Michaels for an opponent, they could really do something pretty cool.
Look, shit, we were just talking about Ricochet. That'd be a good little ladder match right there if they were, you know, going at it for the main belt, which I got nothing against the current champion. Or Aleister Black, you know what I mean? Aleister Black, for that matter. I think he's real good, you know. They had a good match, Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream recently.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I really enjoyed that match. They had some. It was just such a different. Like, it was, the chemistry was really good. The story was pretty good with those two. Ricochet had good chemistry with Velveteen in that match. That's probably why I was thinking of that. Like the Death Valley Driver or whatever off the ladder. Like, stuff they did was really good together.
Yeah, you're talking about when they had, there was, I forgot the other competitors in that match, but I know you're talking about that it was very recent. I guess that's kind of where their feud spawned off from, where they had like a singles match. Ricochet went over, and then they kind of, I guess been, building up to this match that they're going to have now. But either way, I'm interested in the feud, man. I think, like I said, they both got a real bright future ahead of them, but something about Velveteen Dream, man, he's kind of like the cream of the crop. He's real young. He's not an indie baby. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he's just, he's made by WWE, and WWE, when people are made by WWE, they go kind of far,
Right. Yeah, I agree, and I hope that that's what happens. They're good, man. All right, dude. I'll let you go.
Velveteen Dream's most definitely better than Roman, but hey, I'm not gonna take up any more of your time. I'll call your show moving forward every fucking time I get a chance to, bro.
All right, sick, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, great call, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks, man.
All right, brother. Be safe.
All right. I will. I got the condom on, baby. I got the condom on. All right. We are going to play some PUBG. That's where we're going. We're going into PUBG land. I'm going to get that ready. I'm going to get that going with you guys. I got Troy coming in. All this shit going down. But I got to pee myself. I got to pee myself. I'll be right back in just a second. That's the wrong goddamn music. All right, I'll be right back in just a second. Don't go anywhere because it's going to get weird. Smackdown, did you like it? Hit that like button. Everybody in the chat right now, did you guys like Smackdown or Raw better? Write it in the chat right now. Smackdown or Raw, what did you guys think? And make sure you vote on the Twitter poll. I'm going to take a look at the Twitter poll in just a second, find out what people thought. We got the audio of AJ Styles. We got the audio of AJ Styles, baby. We're going to listen to this crap.
There's a guy on Twitter, I guess, named Joe Cronin.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. You suck Joe Cronin's dick, fucking faggot. And or some various version of that.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Don't forget to like, comment, and body slam that subscribe button.
This is the Epic Voice Guy, and I can honestly say, Joe Cronin is god awful, that is. You guys seriously listen to this guy? And now it's time for the Joe Cronin Show.
And he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone.
Again. So for that, I probably should apologize, right?
Wait. You mean you're going to say you're sorry?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't knock his head off with my fist.
Oh, I thought he was going to really apologize, guys.
This ain't no playground. This is Smackdown Live, the house that AJ Styles built. This is what men do. This is what we do, Jerry. And we have some unwritten rules. And if Shinsuke can't follow those rules, well, he's going to have to be disciplined. And trust me, King, it's been a long time coming. If he wants to act like a child, well, I'll continue to act like a man. The last man standing.
If he wants to act like a child, well, I'll continue to act like a man. The last man standing. Who the fuck is writing these promos? And by the way, we know they're written because AJ Styles was like, and this Sunday, and when he looks to the left, of course, he's remembering his lines. So, like, you see lots of the wrestlers nowadays do this. This Sunday, a lot of the women do this especially. For some reason, this is a big giveaway. This Sunday at WWE Backlash, I'm going to take that title from Alexa Bliss. Because I'm going to, like, when they look to the side, that's them thinking, what the fuck, envisioning the line that's next. Go look up, like, any promos, mostly from, like, 1998, 99, 97, things like that. You're not going to see Shawn Michaels. HBK, I don't think. I don't think you're going to see Shawn Michaels be like, D-Generation X is going to kick Steve Austin's ass this week. D-Generation X is going to do this and that because we can't, like, you'll never see Shawn Michaels turn his head or be like, and you know what's going to happen, Samoa Joe, this Sunday? Like that is remembering lines or thinking about your next line, which if you're thinking about your next line, it does happen sometimes. The people look to the left, look to the right, take a second, and then feed it in some more. But it's like every single time they look over or look away from the camera because they're thinking about lines. And when you have a line like, he can be a baby or a kid, and I'll be a man, I'll be the last man standing. Like, dude, is James Ellsworth cutting a promo right now? Like, that legitimately sounded like James Ellsworth. That sounded like if they interviewed James Ellsworth for Money in the Bank, he was like, oh, well, let me tell you, he can keep being a baby, but I'm going to be a man. Yeah, the last man standing, duh. Like, it's like the same type of thing. Jerry Lawler's like, what made you punch that man in the face? Like, what was that interview? What the fuck was that? Why didn't he just say? Like, why didn't he just go after Shinsuke, like, viciously to Jerry. And you know what? I would have liked it if AJ even grabbed Jerry and pulled him in real close and said, Jerry, I know that you haven't been here in a little while. I know that we're in your hometown, but I am not in the mood right now because right now I want to tear Shinsuke Nakamura apart. Something like that. Anything to show passion rather than just be like, la-di-da, I'm the champion. It's gonna happen. 10 count, you lose. Last man standing. House that I built. See you then. Wow, I am so sold right now. Let me tell you how sold I am now. Shinsuke generically destroys Jeff Hardy. Like, it was just, what a weak go-home show. And a very weak WWE World Heavyweight Championship go-home Smackdown. That's how you treat that belt. That's how you promote your WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I get that the selling point is Money in the Bank and the ladders and the briefcases. It's not necessarily the WWE Championship. But my God, what are they doing? Anyway, guys, I hope I had some fun when we did the stream the last time on Patreon. We had a crazy fucking moment on Patreon. Holy shit, it was whacked out. But I got to give a shout out to Jim Kays. Jim Kays has upped this pledge on Patreon from $5 to $10. Anthony E. Foreman has become a $5 patron. Joey Volk has become a $5 Patreon as well. And we have 320 patrons. And my latest episode of Morning Madness, I want to thank you guys for liking it and leaving all the comments and everything. We had a good draw on Morning Madness episode number 96. It's available right now on Patreon for all $5 or more patrons. Almost every day, Morning Madness. You can download all 96 episodes. It's a lot of shit. 27 minutes long. It's good shit, man. But I believe we're going to go play some PUBG on the Patreon tonight. So, maybe not long. I don't know how long we're going to be playing. Maybe a while. I don't know. But we're going to jump over to Patreon and do that. So, thank you guys for listening. I give Smackdown tonight, I don't know, probably like a 4 out of 10 tonight. That's my opinion on Smackdown. I take a look at the votes for the poll that I put up. And we got 77% of you guys out of 124 votes so far say that Smackdown won. Smackdown. Luke Rojas. All right. Beast. I am going to go, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Ba-bam. Yeah, I'll probably go live on Twitch for a little while, I suppose, right? Fuck it, we'll give it a try, see how it goes. If it's not so good, we'll just end it. I'll just play on Patreon, maybe. I don't know what to do. But yeah, let's go on Twitch. Let's go live on Twitch. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the Smackdown review. We'll stay live for a couple more minutes. What did you guys think of Smackdown? See you tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. for Out of Nowhere, by the way. The fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on? Where's my stream at? Where's it at, motherfucker? I can't believe this isn't working, motherfucker.
Why isn't it streaming? God damn it. What's wrong with you, Elgato, you piece of garbage? The fuck, Elgato? Why is the fucking Elgato not working? Come on! You know what doesn't make any sense is I restarted everything too. Come on, Elgato, you gotta be kidding me. What the fuck's going on here? There we go. I think it's working now. I think I got it. Yeah, come on, it's working now, right? Come on. You know you want to work. Come on, make daddy proud. Come on, make daddy happy. Make daddy happy.
You fucking peasant! Shithead!
Yeah, there we go. Yay! Yay! that was really gonna make me upset if that didn't work. Dun 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 dun. We're gonna play some PUBG. Gotta put those donations up. 'Cause if we don't get those, then the show ends. And we all die of AIDS. We're going live on Twitch, everybody, so make sure you guys get over to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. That's the sound I make. All right, guys, we're going live on Twitch. Here we go. Boom. Gotta get Troy in here. Where's he at? Where you at? Where my boy at? Oh. What's up? What you doing? People want me and you to make a movie. What? Why? What's wrong with the movie? What? You do? Hey, I didn't say it. These people did. I don't know who Big Daddy is, but like I kind of want to be. I want to know him because I feel like he's like. I feel like he's hot. I don't know. I just feel like he's kind of hot. I feel like Big Daddy's hot. I'm pumped up for Halo Infinite, baby. Make sure you guys sub to my gaming channel too, man. If you guys can.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, did they reveal more footage about Halo?
Rajesh KR. I didn't see it actually yet. I'm still gonna watch all that stuff. As soon as we're done playing, I'm gonna watch all that.
You're hyped just because it exists.
I'm just hyped from that stupid teaser the other day. Just the noises and the look of the old school Halo. I'm pumped up. Maha Chan, thank you for subbing to the channel, bro. What's up? Everybody sub. Don't miss out on my daily wrestling videos and all that shit. I'm live every day, goddammit. Alright, we're jumping over to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. Love you. Twitch time. Oh shit! Blue Easy with a sub. That's his fucking 4th sub in a row. Thank you, Blue
Easy, motherfucker.
Thank you, Blue Easy.
3 teammates just shot at me, and luckily they all missed.
Yeah. Are you in Call of Duty or PUBG?
Yeah, I'm in COD right now. I literally just started the first game. Like, I was waiting for it to load, and then you sent me the invite. It's like, oh, good timing.
Nice. Okay. Are you coming to PUBG or should I play the shootout real quick?
Yeah, I'll jump over.
Oh fuck it! I'll just go to PUBG then.
This game might take a couple minutes, but...
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, teammate finally killed me. I've yet to see a bad guy.
What a fuck. Thank you, Blue Easy. What the fuck? Shit's like not starting for me. It's like, nope. What the fuck is going on? Give it another try. Like, what the fuck? NHL isn't starting. What the fuck is wrong with Xbox? Better not break. My PlayStation's already broken, you piece of shit.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in your ass.